welcome to another session of chapter sets. Today we are going to study a new topic that is called Venn diagram. Its definition is like this: relationship between sets can be represented by using a diagram which is known as Venn diagram. The universal set is represented by using rectangles and its subset by using circles. So we are using rectangle for representing universal set, okay, and circle for representing subset, okay, like this. Now consider one example. Suppose u equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 elements are there. A 1 2 3 4 5. Clearly A is subset of u and B also subset of u. How we can represent by using Venn diagram? Suppose you are draw two circles. Just to check clearly, there is one element common in A and B. That means there should be one common region, that is this region. Inside the common region you have to write common elements, that 5. After that you have to fill elements of A. So remaining elements of A are 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4 we can write here. Then you have to fill elements of B. So B consists of 6 7 8 other than 5. Okay, so we can fill all these elements in this region. Then remaining elements 9 and 10, that two numbers you have to write outside this set A and B. So U consists of all the elements 1 to 9, A consists of 1 2 3 4 5 and B consists of 5 6 7 8. Okay, let's consider one question. Suppose A equal to set 1 2 3 4 5 and B equal to another set 4 5 6 8 and C equal to a third set consists of 5 6 7 8 9 and U equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. How we can represent by using Venn diagram? Okay, first we can draw that universal set U. Okay, then you have to check these three elements, these three sets A, B and C. When we consider these three sets, 5 is common in all the elements. That means there should be one common region for all the three sets, that we can draw like this. So set A or set B, set C. This is the common region. In this region you have to write the common element 5. Okay, now what about this region? Okay, this region, this one is common region of A and C. So common element common to A and C are only 5 elements. So we need not write any element here. Now consider this section. This one is common to A and B. Okay, so 5 already it is common. Then other element common to set A and B are 4 5. So you have to write 4 here. Okay, now consider this section. This one is common region of B and C. Element common to B and C are 5 6 and 8. So 5 already it is here. So you have to write 6 8 in this section. Okay, now we can fill elements of A. So A consists of 1 2 3 4 5. So you are right 1 2 3 here. 4 and 5 already it is here. Now we can fill B. B consists of 4 5 6 8. All elements are in section B. So we need not write any elements here. Now this section C consists of 5 6 7 8 9. 5 6 8 is here. So 7 we can write here and 9 also. Okay, then one element, that is 10, is not there in all the three A, B, C. So 10 you have to write outside. So in this way you have to fill elements of A, B, C and U by using Venn diagram. Okay. Now next topic, operation on sets. So first main operation is union of sets. Let A and B are any two sets, then A union B is denoted by AUB. Okay, AUB, that is set of all x belongs to A, or this one is or x belongs to A or x belongs to B. That means it can be element of A or element of B. That means you have to write all elements of A and B. Okay, but one number you have to write only once. Consider one example: A equal to 5, 6, 8, 9 and B equal to 4, 5, 6, 8. So A1 and B equal to 5, 4. If you want, you can write 4 first. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. All elements. Actually, 5 is common, but we need not write 2 times 5 because a set consists of one element only once. Okay. So one more example we can do. Suppose A equal to one set, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. B equal to another set, 2, 3, 5, 8. Let's consider one more set, that is 8, 9, 10. Suppose first question is find A union B. And second one is find A union C. What is A union B? You have to write all elements of A and B. So 1 you have to write, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Complete elements of A and B. Okay. Then A union B. That is first question answer. Second one is A union C. A union C. All elements of A and C are right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this one is 10. So in this way you have to write A union C. Okay. Now properties of union and union. So union satisfies commutative property. I think you already know what is commutative property in case of addition, subtraction, etc. Addition satisfies commutative property because A plus B equal to B plus A. So already stated A plus B equal to B plus A. Here operation is addition. Here operation is union. Same commutative property satisfies for union. A union B equal to B union A. Then associated property. Associated property for numbers is this one. A plus B plus C will be always equal to A plus B plus C. So here operation is union. Therefore A union B union C equal to A union B union C. Then A union null set will be always equal to A because null set does not contain any element. So A union null set equal to A. This law is called law of identity. Okay. Then A union A equal to A. That law is called idempotent law. Means idem means same. We'll get same element. A union A equal to A. Then U union A. Actually A is subset of A. A is subset of U. Therefore all elements of A are in U. So clearly U union A will be equal to. That is called law of U. Okay. So dear students, this is all about universal set, union and properties of union. We can do more problems in live section. Okay, thank you.